Hello and welcome to episode 29 of Jobless Weebs.
Yeah.
I'm Marco, the beautiful Mexican, and with me today,
Brian.
how are you, Brian?
Pretty okay. I had a hard time sleeping last night, so I slept in quite a bit.
I did notice that.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also went to bed pretty late.
Oh yeah, you were working.
I was doing the
on
TP cake,
Yep.
which if you haven't watched the video, it will be somewhere around here. Maybe
Mhm.
if I don't forget to put it at the end.
That's right. That was quite the project.
It was a very ambitious project, yes.
Oh yeah.
And it has happened recently since we started doing this. Even though we didn't have a lot of views, it always proves to be harder than what I was expecting. Because I'm not saying that I thought it was easy. Because I've never thought doing such things were easy.
Oh yeah.
I just never thought they were that hard.
Yep. Yeah. Well, absolutely, exactly that. Because you run into things that, you had no idea that could go wrong, but of course it goes wrong.
So a couple things went wrong
Yeah.
with the cake, and I think I put it. I mean, I haven't by this time I haven't started editing, but by the time this comes out,
Oh yeah.
it should be done. So I'm praying that the Marco of the future knows what to do.
Oh yeah. For editing. Oh.
If not,
oh boy.
well, he'll figure something out.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be amazing one day to have like a team, and then we can
Right.
and then we could brainstorm and just say, hey, have it ready by tomorrow or something, and then someone else does it. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Hey, you have the script for the special episode?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have it. I want it in my office by tomorrow at 7 a.m.
No. Oh
no,
my. Yeah.
We would probably sleep until noon and then start recording.
Yeah. Probably. Oh no.
But right now as a hobby, it's like
oh yes, it's just a hobby. Yeah.
It was
Just a
very
hobby
frustrating, but I was like, okay, this is interesting because
Yeah.
it's really pushing me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
For starters, just recording myself or making something, because it's like,
Oh yeah.
I baked cakes before, but never to the level of what I did on the video.
Absolutely.
Because my decorating skills were garbage, and
Right.
on this one they were still bad. They were still bad, but I did put a lot more time and effort trying to decorate the TP star by star.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is my peak so far in baking, or in probably a special video.
Probably.
So
wow.
that was great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So as we're closing this year, we are coming back to this tradition that we had from the last 6 months, which is what will be we watching for winter of 2022 with the newest anime.
Yep. So we will be anticipating some new ones and a few returning ones, and we'll probably discuss what we think about them.
Yeah, from the last season, I actually ended up watching a bit more during this time frame. I don't know how, but I did manage to binge watch a few of them, and I felt like some of them were and some of them
right.
I already started it, so I might as well finish it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
some of the ones, the ones that I was expecting, like Komi-san.
Oh yes,
it was kind of cringy, but it's I was waiting for that cringe.
Oh, of course, yes. You could tell just from the second episode, with Najimi. So weird.
Yeah.
We still don't know her gender. Which
no one knows.
Which no one knows. Yeah, that's the thing. No one knows. So funny. Not even the author.
I know. Yeah, that's the meme going
cracks
around,
me
right?
up. Oh my. But yeah.
But
I would agree.
I think we can jump to what we'll be watching.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that we have here is Shingeki no Kyojin. the final season part 2.
That's right. Part 2.
And for the people who don't know this, this is a pretty famous anime
Very
with
famous. Oh
giants
yeah.
called titans,
Yep.
and these titans eat people.
Mhm.
And for the longest time, that was it. That was the plot.
Yeah, and that was for like and it was just that, and it was kind of like it's kind of like a thriller suspense, like just scare you out of your wits type
Yeah.
of anime. Granted, of course, it wasn't horror per se, but
Right.
it was still very much that like, and that was all it was for quite a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a bit gory and
Yeah, gory.
and it was
a little
it
bit of
raised
blood.
questions
Yeah.
as like what was in Eren's basement, where the heck did the titans came from,
Yep.
how did Eren
Those-
got his powers.
Mhm.
And so with the first seasons, it was great, but then as the seasons progress, then
Yeah.
they show you that the people from Eren's country, they're addressed as demons, and apparently they have a curse through their veins because they were the original holders of titans, and they were in war with the world, and so the world ended up hating them.
Yeah.
On this final season,
Yes. Final.
it just shows how Eren has a natural reaction to his realization of how the world hated them and how he wanted to protect the people, but he was broken in the process, and so he is going the psychopath path.
You'll see. Oh my gosh.
And as a manga reader for that one,
That's right.
I'm just hoping to get an original ending because I mean personally I didn't like it, and I've mentioned it before.
That's right. Yes.
But
that's right.
But
Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what they do. I mean, I'm guessing they'll stick pretty close.
Yeah.
That's what my guess is. Of course, not every anime has done that in the past.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to give any spoilers.
Absolutely.
I would like the ending to be original. If it sticks to the manga, it's still good because I mean it's not the authors nor the animators' job to cater my needs. But I'm just saying.
But right. We can think about it, and we have thoughts on it. Oh, absolutely.
For the second one, which has already started.
Yep. I think by now a couple to 3 episodes are out.
Right.
The next Kimetsu no Yaiba Yukaku Demon Slayer. That's right.
Yeah, that's the Demon Slayer. That's the Red District arc. And I also read the manga for that one.
Oh yeah.
That one is pretty intense.
Oh yeah.
Especially because it shows a lot of sensible topics that normally a shonen anime wouldn't show.
Yeah.
The main enemy in there, they're showing it's I don't want to give you any spoilers, but it's one of the targets that they're looking for. It's quite a few months since the last time I read it, but
okay.
That was one of my favorite arcs.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I'll probably be watching that once it's completed.
Yes. When it's all out.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
So for the third one is the second season of From Weakest to World's Strongest.
Yep. Another.
That's another.
It's like a power.
It's an isekai, right?
Ooh.
Yes. Because it's this entire classroom
that's right. Yeah, an entire classroom. Yes.
And this guy
that's
gets
right.
alchemy powers, but
yeah,
apparently that power is really bad, which I don't see how the power is bad.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like a weird situation where he is shunned.
Yeah.
But then of course things happen and he like gets separated from everyone.
Everyone think he was killed.
Yeah.
And so he was almost killed.
That's right. Well, yeah, he was close to death. He didn't have his arm or whatever.
His eye as well, I believe.
Yeah, his eye was. Yeah, he. Oh my gosh.
He started eating demons.
He
so
started.
He became
and he
a
gets those
demon.
powers. And he just like it assimilates into his
It's kind of
body.
weird, you know. When I started watching it,
Mhm.
I was like, oh yeah, let's watch that time I reincarnated into the Shield Hero
Ah,
anime,
yes.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, it is like that. Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, it seems like the author was
Wow.
like, I liked all these animes.
Yeah. Okay, let's crunch it all together. Maybe a little bit of the I'm a Spider, so what?
Oh
With
right,
all the dungeon crawling, because it's
right.
very dungeon like crawling heavy, like slow
So yeah,
in the
it
tunnels.
was,
Yeah.
of course, it was Harem with a lot of
Oh,
fan service.
oh yes, because there's well, the first girl he meets,
The vampire
the
girl.
um, that's right. Yeah, so there's
Yeah,
already
the legal
some
loli,
the
then the
and the
bunny girl,
rabbit. Yep,
then
the bunny girl. Yeah.
the darkness turned dragon girl.
Oh yeah. Yep. So yeah,
So
definitely one of those power trip isekai ones. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I sometimes forget which ones are isekai. And it's like because sometimes it's just so
Yeah, sometimes they're just
sometimes it
fantasy,
just
and you
forgets
forget that
and you just
it's an
forget it.
isekai.
Yeah.
And sometimes they every time they keep reminding you, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
they're
like,
from
oh
another
yeah,
world.
it's
Like,
an
oh
isekai.
yeah, okay,
Like
okay,
Spirit Chronicles, they really tried to downplay
yeah,
the whole part. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, second season.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't think I'll watch that. Probably
Ah yeah.
until I can binge watch it, because
Ah yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah, all that fun service is like I'm too old for that now. So
I
like,
too old. Well, yeah, I did try the first season. I got pretty far, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I might try it later on myself.
yeah.
Ooh, here we
The
go.
the next one I'm actually waiting for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one, it's called crap. It's Son of Biscuit Wakoi Wasuru.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I said that
All in one
the
go.
first try.
There you go. Yeah.
And so I do want to talk about this a little bit, because this
Yes,
is one of
yes.
the new ones, and
Ooh.
it's based off a manga,
Mm-hmm.
and the
you've
studio
you've
is,
read it.
I've read a few of them.
Ah yes.
The studio is Cloverworks, which I think it's a
Oh.
great studio.
Oh yeah, Cloverworks.
And so it's traumatized by a childhood incident with a friend who took exception to his love of traditional dolls. Doll artisan, hopeful Wakana Gojo passes his days as a loner, finding solace in the home economics classroom at his high school. To Wakana, people like beautiful Marin Kitawa, a trendy girl who's always surrounded by a throng of friends, is practically an alien from another world. But when cheerful Marin, never one to be shy, spots Wakana sewing away one day after school, she barged in with the aim of mopping her quiet classmate into her secret hobby, cosplay. Will Wakana's Wonder Heart be able to handle the invasion from this sexy alien? So that
Oh
that one
man.
has a lot of fan service,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's pretty wholesome, because it's a
Oh
story
yeah,
about
yeah.
how Gojo,
Mm-hmm.
he
He makes
he loves dolls,
yeah,
and
yeah,
making dresses for dolls,
yeah.
and you know,
Traditional girls dolls.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
and so those traditional dolls are a lot for like traditional holidays in Japan
Yeah.
that are meant to be for girls,
Yeah.
like
Celebrate.
Women's Day or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't
Yeah.
quite remember.
That's right. I believe it's like a certain tradition where you put up the dolls in like a tier.
Yeah,
If I'm not
yeah, and
mistaken.
you have like a
Um,
queen and
yeah,
some more
that's right.
stuff.
And for it's like Girls' Day, or similar name
Yeah,
like that.
it's pretty much like that, and so he loves that,
Yeah.
and so kind of like growing up, you hear that a lot. Like, oh yeah, if you're a boy,
Yeah.
you play with
You play with
action figures.
yeah, in
If
like
you're a girl,
in
you play
mechanical
with
toys.
dolls and you dress them
Uh-huh.
up and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
so Gojo had this kind of predicament because he liked making clothes for those dolls.
Oh yeah.
So then this Gyaru
Oh yes,
finds out.
a gal
Yeah,
girl. Oh my, I love the gal girl
I know.
stories. Oh,
A
they're
lot of
just
the
so
wholesome,
so funny.
like wholesome slice of life,
Yeah. 'Cause-
with a girl. they're hilarious.
They are hilarious. Yeah, and they're Um,
And so she's like, "Oh, you're pretty good. Can you make them like bigger?"
oh,
And like, "'Cause I love cosplay,
yeah.
and she is so energetic and I'm very positive about her hobby." And he's like,
Totally.
"Okay, weirdo."
Yeah,
That,
because he's more of well,
'cause she's very open.
yeah, she's very open. He's well,
At
along
least
with
with
his.
him.
Oh yeah, oh yes, yeah, with him because she kind of keeps this a secret that she's a cosplayer.
Yeah,
Ah, that's right, that's right. Okay, but yeah,
but
he's more of the like Tim Self type of guy.
yeah,
Well, especially with his
with
hobby.
energetic or extroverted people. So
Yeah,
when she discovers that he can make
yeah.
quotes, he's like, "Oh, that's awesome! I wish I could do that,
Uh-huh.
because that's my hobby." So he starts making the cosplays for this girl,
Mm-hmm.
but he goes into it. He dives hard into
Ah.
uh, having the knowledge and background, so he can make the attires or the cosplays for the girl,
Oh, I see.
so they can be on point. And it's like,
All
that was
right.
it kind of like
Yeah.
reminded
Oh
me of the
yeah.
anime
Smile Down the
Smile,
Runway. Ah,
but
yes. Really enjoyed that anime. Really, really good. Yeah. So similar with how he's
yeah, pretty
behind the
similar
scenes
with a bit
making
more
it.
fan service, but pretty similar.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Cosplay and she's a gal.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So yeah, I'll be probably following that one.
Oh, totally. It sounds fun. I'll give it a try. So the next one is Genjutsu Shugi Yusha no Oku. Let's see, Okoku Saikenki second season.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
like how a realist hero
Ah,
saved the kingdom
Save the
or
Kingdom.
something like that, right?
You know, I did start this one. I did start this one. It was a while ago though. Um,
Yeah, I think
it
that
was
was
pretty fun.
from
It was-
spring,
yeah, it
I
was a
believe.
little while ago. That's right.
I did finish it. It was
You did.
it was okay.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, unfortunately no description here, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the one where he gets isekai'd from a college
Yeah,
library. He's reading,
yeah,
and then he goes to this kingdom in a fantasy world where they are being pressured by another kingdom to for like a debt or some sort of
yeah,
pressure to pay them back
yeah. So it
for
was either
for
pay
helping.
them
Ah,
back
yeah,
or just
because of the
like offer
demons.
him as pretty much as a sacrifice,
Oh yeah, as a
because they were
sacrifice.
fighting the demons.
That's right, because the other kingdom was the front lines of the kingdom, the demon kingdom that was pressuring them from the north. So he's like, hold up, I can help you.
Right.
He's like, I know economics and
Yeah.
tons of different other things about like how to use your people in the most efficient way. So he's like, no, don't hand me over. I'm gonna teach you like
So he becomes the
sell.
king.
Yeah, he becomes the king. That was the most crazy part because all these anime, the heroes, they never become the king. They're always the hero, and that's
Right.
their role. But he becomes the king. Oh man, it's crazy. It blows my mind. So it's way different.
He is not OP or anything.
No, he's very
as the word
normal. I would
implies, he's
say.
just like a realistic guy who just like
Yeah.
happens to know how to use like his knowledge.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
that was crazy because
It was. So it definitely stands out. I think.
I mean, I think that secretly he might be OP because like all those
you
isekais,
could.
most of the time
Yeah.
are OP.
Yeah,
One way
you
or
could,
another.
You could say that his ability was some sort of controlling ability.
Yeah,
and
controlling objects or
yeah, to that effect. So he somehow splits his consciousness, and he can like write for 5 different documents
Yeah.
at the same time. Yeah. So for him,
that's OP.
it's OP. Yeah, that's OP. No one. Yeah, that is. So yeah, but very funny. Very realistic.
Yeah.
Because he tries.
As the name implies.
Yep. He solves their food crisis, their financial crisis, all sorts of things. It's really fun. looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'll probably.
Yeah,
I
last
think
time
I'll
it
watch it.
was a Saturday one, so
Hmm.
so if this one is also Saturday one, it'll be a good watch.
It will, yeah.
The
it
next
will
one it's Vanitas no Carte, the second season. The first season was okay. The premise was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like the setting,
Yeah, how,
especially
how he's a
myself.
human and he heals infected vampires, but the vampires still hate him
Ah.
because he's cursed with a curse from another vampire from a long time ago, and it's like
Mm.
okay, I see what's happening here.
Oh, yeah, oh yes. Oh yes.
The next one,
Oh.
I was not expecting this
Oh
to be honest,
yeah.
and it's
Oh.
one of my favorite. It says shonen, but it's
Mhm.
more of a shoujo because
Yes,
it's a
I would say,
romantic,
yeah,
and
it is more of a shoujo.
it's Karakai Jouso no Takagi-san season 3.
Season 3. Oh yeah. Yep.
I think this falls in the range
Mhm.
of like Irijanai de Nagatoro-san,
Yeah. Yep.
or like
Uh.
um,
Um.
Usaki-chan wants to hang out.
Yes. That also.
Yeah, but
And
but
also
or like my
the.
senpai is annoying.
Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah. Master of Killing Time. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
One of those teasing
yeah, but
types.
this is the elementary school. All the others are
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
High
junior
school.
high,
Oh
high
yeah.
school,
And older
uh,
to.
university, and like
Uh-huh.
office work
That's
environment.
right, office
So like we
workers.
have all the spectrum now.
Huge range. We do, yeah, we do. Oh my, oh my. So yeah, this one, oh my, it's
Yeah.
good.
For the
I
second
love this
seasons, I
season. I
really
love
love
this.
the ending songs
Ah,
because for
oh
every
yeah.
episode it was a different ending song,
Mhm.
and I really liked a lot of them.
Yeah.
They were catchy and the lyrics were great.
The next one is Princess Connect Redives Season 2. I got into the first season. It was pretty funny. It's very
You kind of
comedic.
hesitated a little bit.
Oh yes. The thing is, it's purely that, and very funny, I would say. Yeah, it's a unique start. It's isekai where he goes to this fantasy world, but he can't remember a thing. Like that, and that's
That's
it.
weird.
Yeah, and it's really weird. So it's an oddball of all of these.
Okay.
Uh, um, but it is mostly like comedic and
Okay.
very funny.
I
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people kind of like comparing it with Konosuba,
Ah. Okay. Okay. I could
but
see that.
I mean I
I could
watched
see
the
that.
first kind of like 3 episodes and it
Yeah.
didn't make it for me, so I was like I just
Right.
dropped it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The next
Mm-hmm.
one we're gonna skip the next one because it seems that it might be one of those power harem. I'm the best in the world one. So it's like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
your standard one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yaoi one, interesting.
Yep. Another
From Studio
yaoi.
Dean. Studio
All
Dean
right.
makes great anime.
Yes.
If you're into yaoi, you might want to check this out.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
If you're
Some
rotten,
boys love. Oh yeah. Oh no.
those that we mentioned were the ones that I wanted to watch. Well, there were a few others though.
Mm.
For
Mm.
example, this one, Akebi-chan no Sailor Fuku.
Yes, this one.
I think that one, it's pretty similar to Komi-san Kanto
Yeah,
Henke because it's about a girl that wants to make 100 friends, like
that's
Komi-san,
right. Mm-hmm.
but
100
she is
friends.
in an all-girls school, so
Mhm.
probably we will be a bit of Judy.
It probably will be Yuri. Yep. So we got some for both. Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Yuri.
like
Yep. All right.
winter 2022 is
Yeah, it's
is
stacked.
starting with the right fit.
That's right. That's right.
What was there some other one that you wanted to watch?
Ooh, the two office men
Oh,
that get transported to another world. This one. Here we
oh,
go.
oh, the
Yeah.
gender band one.
Yep, the gender bend one. Yep. So definitely some vibes from Saga of Time of Evil.
Oh, right.
But this one is definitely its own thing. and has a pretty interesting gimmick or
Huh.
like premise, I would say.
Okay.
So this is Fantasy Bijoujo Junikyu Ku Ojisanto, which is like fantasy beauty, and then like and the old office worker or something like that. A dull old man and his handsome best friend were summoned to another world by a naked goddess. However, because of the goddess's mischief, he is turned into a peerless, beautiful girl. To get back his body, he has to go on a journey with his best friend to defeat the Demon King, an old man that became a beautiful girl. Oh, there you go. And a handsome old man. Let the madness-filled rom-com journey in another world begin. All right.
That sounds weird.
So it
Definitely
is really weird. I read a bit of the manga.
the-
Yeah, I did because I was like, "What the heck is even going on?" So just as it sounds like, it's one of those weird fantasy ones where the guy, he's like an old um kind of beat like downbeat, good for nothing like office worker, but then he
Okay.
has a best friend who like all the girls fawn for, to the point that the other guy is totally forgotten and totally like looked over by all the girls, so he totally like resents him when they go to this.
So they're not even friends.
Well,
Or...
they're best friends, but it's also like a love-hate relationship.
Oh, okay.
So the
Okay.
good-looking guy, he kind of helps his friend, but there's some resentment with like how they are. But yeah, they go to this other world, and the ugly old guy, he's turned into a young beauty. And so to the point where it's an ability in
What?
this, it's her ability. Yeah, it's the ability. So when anybody sees her, they basically fawn over her to the point that they are in danger of getting charmed, like a status effect. So when they're
So is
charmed,
she like a succubus?
basically yes. And so even his friend gets charmed.
What the?
Well, her friend gets charmed.
Right.
So yeah,
Oh
it's
boy.
it just is like a totally funny rom com, but definitely isekai. So yeah, you'll definitely feel it through the anime.
Just to finish up,
Mm-hmm.
there are two more that caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Another slice of life that is called the other one Slow Loop, and it's about these two girls that they are feeling lonely. One of them because her father died,
Oh.
and so her mom is going to remarry another man. And so one day she meets this other girl, and she end up becoming friends, and they're cooking and fishing together and having a great time. And this girl tells her like, "Oh yeah, my dad is gonna marry a new girl. Like, I'm gonna have a new mom." So it turns out that they become sisters.
Oh yes, of course.
So it seems that it's gonna be one of those like wholesome slice of life.
Nice.
Like a perfect one for like a Saturday morning, Sunday morning kind of thing. Like,
oh yeah. Wake up, turn it on, peace and calm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those ones that's like, no fun service whatsoever, just like wholesomeness to start your day.
Even the name suggests that.
Yeah.
Slow loop. That sounds
wonderful. And one of the other ones that I wanted to watch, where was it? Futsal Boys. It's a sports one. But, I mean, you already know my opinion with sports anime.
I do, yeah.
I have high expectations for them because a lot of times they just been a mess, and sometimes they want to rush things, and sometimes they're too slow. So like, there's a sweet spot.
There is.
And I'm always grabbing like Haikyuu as an example because I think it's one of the greatest sports anime that it's out there. It's like well paced. So like
Mhm.
they lose, yes,
Mhm.
but it's not like they were always losing because they also win their games. And so we'll see about these ones. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll have your typical
Ah,
ace player and
of
not
course.
very
And then the
bright player.
and like, but even though he's not bright, he's like really fired up all the
Yeah.
time.
And from time to time, he throws something that makes everyone look at him and like,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, I'm willing to take a look at this.
Oh, totally.
Even though I know
Yeah.
I know how the plot sometimes goes.
Right. Yeah. This one looks promising. I mean, I like the picture for it. It looks really cool. Another Sakura one then.
Yeah, and another ones that I wanted to watch is Hogasumi, Koban Joshi no Yakushu. And it's about uh, an, a police officer, a lady police officer, that she feels that that career is not for her. So when she's ready to 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 give her resignation, she sees another female officer that she sees her as a role model. So she's like, no, I'm just gonna wait. So probably
Nice.
it might be. I haven't checked the manga or anything, but for demographic it said seinen, so it might be one of the serious ones
All right.
with just like a pinch of comedy and maybe
Yeah,
some,
yeah.
Like
Maybe some
nudity
action.
a bit.
Sure.
But
Right, because it's her and then the female.
yeah,
Another female.
but
police
the
officer.
art is good, so hopefully
Yeah,
we'll get something good.
yeah. It does look pretty spot on with the art.
We'll probably check out eventually.
Oh yeah, a few more.
Yeah, it will all depend. Like as I'm saying, like I watch, I think more animes than what I said I was gonna watch.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there's gonna be an
Yeah.
OVA from Non-BA, so I will definitely watch it. And
Oh,
also
yeah.
Strikes the Blood Final,
Mm-hmm.
which I recently started watching Strike the Blood. So
Oh yeah.
by the time this comes out, it says March the 30th. So by the time this comes out, probably I'll be caught up with that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys are watching any other anime than that, we will probably watch it on due time.
Oh yes. In due time. Leave a comment for what you're planning on.
But yeah, in the meantime, just enjoy the new anime seasons with new ones and with the recurring ones.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week, and Happy New Year.
That's right. Happy New Year.
All right, keep watching anime and see you guys later.
Yep.